are the U.S. branches of News Corp doing this? Now, some people, of course, have asked that question, but there's been really no evidence put forward that, for example, Fox News or New York Post or at this point the Wall Street Journal has done anything like that. And so everybody, all the journalists when discussing go, oh, wait a minute, no, not Fox News, not Wall Street Journal. No, the U.S. guys are totally fine. But, you know, there was a story broken by Gawker that we covered a little while back, not that long ago, about Roger Ailes and how he spies in on his employees at the newspaper that he owns. It's the Putnam County News and Recorder, and that's where he's got apparently a really nice house, and his wife runs the paper for him, and they brought in some conservatives to be editors, etc. And then Gawker pointed out an amazing story about how he has hired private investigators, Ailes has, to follow these guys and to spy in on them. And so the guy that they hired was Joe Lindsley. And it's a crazy story because there's allegations of inappropriate level of intimacy that his wife and Roger Ailes was having with this guy. So that's really weird. But that's not the pertinent part here. The pertinent part is they go to lunch, for example, one day, and then they get a call from Ailes, and Ailes knows where they went to eat, and Ailes knows what they did. And they're like, how the hell does he know that? We didn't have lunch at the cafeteria. We drove fairly far out to go to some other restaurant. How does he know these things he can't possibly know? And then on another day, even after he has already resigned, because he thinks these guys are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he's trying to get out of there, he spots a black Lincoln Navigator, and he actually sees who's inside and gets to him, and he says, wait a minute, I know you. You're the guy that is part of News Corp's security staffers, right? And the guy says, yeah, that's me. So he caught him red-handed. He sent News Corp guys to go spy in on this guy who'd already even resigned from his own personal paper. So now I tell you that story because you might say, hey, that paper is not part of News Corp, although Roger Ailes used News Corp staffers for this spying operation. But if Roger Ailes is doing spying operations in his own paper, is it a fair question to ask, hey, is this part of the culture of News Corp? And is Roger Ailes doing that within Fox News? That is a very, very fair question. I'll leave it at that. And I think people should definitely investigate it. And I don't know why that story that Gawker broke, which I think is a great story, is not being discussed within this context. I think people need to go back and look at that and go, hey, what was Ailes doing here? And is this something he's been doing for a long time? And is it related to Murdoch and News Corp? You already know about the official Young Turks iPhone app. But now we have a brand new TYT Android app. All kidding aside, this app apparently totally kicks ass. The guy who did our iPhone app,
John Graziano.
Yeah, Turk of the Year, not a big deal, was like, damn, Joe knocked it out of the park. I got to step up my game.
Oh.
Damn, okay.
Little competition.
So Joe, great job. Steve, the audio guy, won't stop talking about it. Oh, you gotta see the Android app. You gotta see the Android app. It's unbelievable. God bless. Go forward.